What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode number 7 of the Top Bunk podcast. I hope everyone's having a great day. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I just want to let everyone know that the audio file for this week's podcast got corrupted. So I was unable to actually put it into the podcast. So unfortunately, you guys are going to have to listen to the horrible, terrible sound quality of my camera. I apologise. Next week should be back to our normal microphone. Yeah, thank you very much for understanding. Enjoy the podcast. This week's is a pretty interesting one. Me and Bryn talk about sustainable energy. It sounds boring, but trust me, it's very, very interesting. The live loved it. If anyone wants to join in live, we do it every single Monday on TikTok. My TikTok account at Alex and Bryn, starting at 12:30. I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you in next week's podcast. Enjoy it and have a good rest of your week.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome
to the Top Bunk podcast, episode
7.
6.
Nah, 6 was...
No, it's 7 because we re-recorded one, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, sorry boys and girls. We're having to record a lot in a very short amount of space. Neither of us really know what's happening anymore. It's just happening.
I've lost touch on reality, to be honest. I don't know.
Day is night, night is day. I can taste colours. Today on the Top Bunk podcast, we're talking about sustainability and renewable energy and like zero waste lifestyles, which sounds really boring, I know. Don't click off the podcast. I have lots of very interesting facts, and it's something that, to be fair, is quite.
Show you with facts.
It's quite important, to be honest, because in recent times with the pandemic and whatnot, and everyone being stuck inside, loads of people are obviously using a lot more electricity and everything.
But then it's weird though, because obviously you see with all this pandemic shit, like, the world is going back to normal.
Exactly,
like
which is really, really good. Until
Venice.
they let us back out and it all goes to shit again. Because it will, we all know it will.
Yeah, that definitely going to happen.
But yeah, so, quick little fact, actually.
Shoot. Hit me with
ocean pollution from the beginning of lockdown, the day that they, in the UK, the day that Boris officially went, yeah boys, you may have to stay inside, to...
Skydived?
To the 30th of June.
Yes.
Right? So lockdown started like mid-March.
Yeah.
So maybe like 2.5 months, 3 months-ish.
Yeah. Give or take.
Ocean pollution dropped 87%.
Fuck. That is a big drop.
Good.
In 3 months.
In 3 months it dropped 87%.
I'm going to turn this off because it's not like it's fucking...
That's fine, you turn that fan off, boy. 87%.
That is insane.
So, first things first, good job boys and girls for making it drop 87%. Secondly, don't let it go back up.
Yeah, let's keep those dolphins and those sharks.
One thing that I do very quickly want to shout out is, and I hope you don't mind me doing self-promotion.
Go for it.
Well, it's not self-promotion, it's not my...
Is it what you guys did the other day?
Yeah, so it's a page on Instagram called Renew Earth, R-E-N-U Earth. Started by a friend of a friend, because he's really passionate about keeping things, you know, clean.
Normal.
And trying to renew the Earth, drag it back from, I'll be honest, the shit heap that we've left it in as humans. So he's trying to help and whatnot. Me and a few of our mates and a few of the other guys that know about the page went and did a little kind of beach clean-up thing last Tuesday.
Was it Lee?
Down Leon-Solent. If you're with us on the south coast, it's down Leon-Solent every Tuesday about 6 PM. They meet outside a place called the Bluebird Cafe, and you know the guy whose page it is, I purely know him as the Bearded Man because that's his Instagram, literally, which is badass.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know his actual name. I know him as the Bearded Man.
He's got a lot of followers just because of the name.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The Bearded Man.
It's a pretty big flex.
Is he bearded?
Yes, believe it or not,
pretty bearded.
He does quite bearded, more bearded than you and I.
Wow.
But yeah,
let's be fair.
It's a weak face.
Our game is bad.
But yeah, he turns up with like gloves and litter pickers and rubbish bags and stuff. So all you have to do is literally go along yourself, and like loads of you are going to be the man sorts you out. All of you are going to be sat going, I have better things to do on my Tuesday night. Honestly, it was really quite fun because you're there with like-minded people. You know you're doing a good thing for the environment. And, I mean, in all fairness, we didn't find a whole lot of rubbish, but that's because, you know, people are massively going down the beaches still because the weather's a bit crap.
Go down to Bournemouth.
Some people are locked down. Yeah. You know but regardless of where you are, you don't just have to be Leon-Solent with us. Just get out and pick up some litter.
Yeah, if you
like,
see someone dropping something, just
literally, and it's not
if
even.
you're not going to be a dick to them, at least just pick it up.
I'm not telling you to go full Super Saiyan and beat their ass if someone drops like
Although
a
if you
crisp
want to.
packet, or if you want to, it will really get the point across.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Might get you in
like
prison.
you look at what's happened. Like you must have saw those pictures online of Blackpool.
Yeah, no,
Blackpool.
it's
The
disgusting.
water is horrible, but over
disgusting.
lockdown it went back to like relatively nice because there wasn't loads of
Actually,
pollution.
mildly lookable.
Actually,
So
you
look at
could
it
you
and
could
not throw
actually
up.
it wasn't just grey. You could actually see like blue.
You could see a couple of feet.
Exactly,
actually.
occasionally. But like that's one thing that I think is especially lost in both the older generation and the younger generation.
So like our generation.
Yeah, like the older generation, climate change and stuff. As far as I know, again, I wasn't around in the 70s and the
They were saying
80s.
it was a myth.
Wasn't really a thing, so everyone just kind of cast it to the side and did whatever they wanted to.
Yeah.
But like, there's scientific proof that backs it up now. It is a
Earth
thing.
is being fucked.
Yeah, we
royally.
kind of need to stop, and
Kind
that
of.
would be great.
Possibly, please,
But
thanks.
yeah, very quickly, the page is called Renew Earth, RENUEARTH. On Instagram, it's brilliant. I mean, and just even if you could just go down your beach and pick up some crap.
Yeah, as I said, if you're just chilling on your beach and someone drops something, if they don't pick it up, then you know.
But
Just,
at the same time, there's a level of self-responsibility.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
should
yeah, I agree,
You
I
should
agree.
have the moral compass and the basic knowledge to know that if
the
you,
manners
Yeah, like, be cool.
to not be a dick.
Just be cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know that if you're dropping this crisp packet and like don't be a dick. Just put it in the bins.
Seagulls I
the
don't
bins
really care about
the
because
bins,
they're dicks anyway. But
yeah,
anything else,
the bins are there. It's not if you're in a place that has no bins, just take it home. Like
put it in your crisp packets can literally fold into this.
Literally,
like,
put it in your pocket,
an
and take it
offering
home,
project.
and like the effort that it takes you, or the effort that it takes you to walk over to a bin and put like a crisp packet, or even worse, a like plastic bottle in the bin. The effort that it takes you
20 seconds.
compared to the effort it
20
takes
seconds.
the earth to degrade the thing and break it down,
250 years,
literally
something like that.
is like ridiculous.
Done.
It
It's
is
done.
astronomical.
Imagine you just being sat there for 250 years, just sitting there,
Literally, like
sitting there, doing nothing. 200. That's what that crisp packet goes through.
literally,
take
your
it to
bottle,
the bin.
your bottle of water is going to sit there for however long until it breaks down, and that takes so fucking long. Just walk over to a bin.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did a definition last time for feminism. We're starting off again. Again, shout out to Chloe for doing all my research. I literally just turn up and talk on this podcast. She does everything for me.
It's great. Really get
Sustainability: the avoidance of the depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance. That sounds fancy.
Yeah, it does. Fucking hell.
Right. As of January 2020, where do you think, which countries are most sustainable in the world, in your opinion?
Iceland.
Not far off, Norway.
Okay, how much?
Their electricity production is 97% renewable.
Shit.
Compared to
That's
the UK, which is 47% renewable.
That's
so
pretty bad,
they're
isn't it?
quite a fair, and the
They're
US,
50
the
they're
US,
literally 50%
the US is
above
worse than us. So yeah, they're quite far and away here.
Thing is, right, the way that I think about it as well is that the US is such a big country.
Oh yeah, it's going to take a while to do anything, but at the
Yeah.
same time,
And
doing
geographically-
something is better than doing nothing.
Yeah, geographically they're in a kind of a shit spot because they get
100%.
tsunamis.
Yeah,
Well, they don't get
they've not-
tsunamis. They get earthquakes.
They
a
get
lot of
hurricanes,
them.
they get
A lot of
tornadoes.
them.
Yeah. They're not. But at the same time, come on,
Don't be a dick.
Put a little bit of
Yeah, come on,
in it.
Trump, you fucking Dorito-looking
By the end
motherfucker.
of 2020, the Norwegian government aimed to reduce emissions of greenhouse gases by 30%. So it's already at 3%, but they want to
They
get rid of
wanna
a
get rid
third of that.
Wow.
Which is pretty impressive.
Wow.
Reusing and recycling in Norway is very big. A lot of their books, clothes, and furniture is reused, and a lot of the money gathered from this goes to charities like the Salvation Army,
That's good.
which is always good.
Respect.
They are big on composting, separate bins for paper, metal, and glass. Public bins have separation compartments for recycling, which we don't have enough of in the UK.
No.
So
I think I've
often
seen
it
like
is just
one or two.
literally like you see them like the small ones dotted around West Key. That's like paper,
Plastic, yeah.
recyclables,
Yeah.
non-recyclables. But like so many bins are just you chuck everything in, and then obviously the government can't be asked to pay someone to go through and filter it, so they just chuck, even if it is recyclable, they just chuck it all in a landfill.
I was going to say, can we also point out that, like, over here, if someone sees a bin overflowing, they're not going to try and find another black bin, they're just
They
going to
just
chuck
put
it in
it-
the recycling bin. So,
or they just put it like next to the bin,
Yeah.
and it blows off, and
it's
fine.
like, okay, fine, we get it. Like, you've got, let's say the other night, right, where we went down to Strawberry Fields, we had a massive barbecue,
Yeah.
right? if it's something that big, fair enough, chuck it next to the bin. It's not exactly going to blow away. It's a big fucking thing.
Exactly.
Right? But if you've got, like, as you said, a crisp packet, just keep it in your pocket until you find another bin.
Because,
Like, don't be a dick.
it's not,
It's
not, like...
Or even a bottle of water. I could literally fit a bottle of water in my pants.
Yeah.
In my pants, in
Your
my
pants.
trousers. I'm not American.
Oh, you naughty boy. You're gonna shove it down. All right, big man.
Jeez.
But yeah, and I mean, being a chef myself, the last restaurant I worked at,
Yep.
we did a lot of composting, literally, because we used so many vegetables and stuff like that. Any trims or anything, we put it in a compost bin, which we would then use down. The sous chef had his own like allotment. So
Okay,
a lot of us, we were quite sustainable in all fairness.
Yeah.
So most of our veg would come from this allotment. We'd then use the remains of that veg to make compost for the allotment. So everything went full circle, and it was really, really cool because that's the first restaurant I've ever worked in that did that.
That's pretty cool.
There was also a restaurant that I went and visited called Heckfield Place in Reading. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. They were crazy sustainable. So they
had their own farm, their own beef.
They had 3 farms.
Oh shit!
Genuinely.
Oh wow! Okay, I was just joking.
So agriculture farming splits into 3 different things: agriculture, livestock, and I want to say like vegetation, but I think that comes under agriculture. Anyway, they had all 3 farms. So they had their own livestock, they had their own vegetables and stuff.
That's mad.
And whatever the third one was.
That's actually mad.
Logistically, it didn't work out. Logistically, it was a bit of a ball ache because most farms don't have all 3. They just stick to one because loads and loads of paperwork and stuff, especially when you're moving livestock. But anyway, they were, I want to say something like 78% self-sustaining.
That's pretty good.
Which for they were quite a big hotel. It was a hotel.
Oh, a hotel.
It was a hotel as well. And in the hotel, like their carpets or like their rugs were alive. It was plants.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was weird. So they'd have rugs, but the rugs, like the maids would have to, all the room service people would have to come out and water the rug, like every other morning.
That genuinely fucks with my head.
Yeah, it was weird because you were walking on it, but it was alive. It was really, really cool.
So is it like grass?
It was like hay, but crispier. Okay. It was actually really cool.
That's weird.
But anyway, especially in the hospitality industry, like self-sustainability should be so much more of an issue than it is. Like people, like especially again, some of the restaurants I've worked at, they anticipate it's going to get really, really busy at the weekend, order a ton of food, and then have to chuck half of it on the Monday.
Because because
it doesn't have the shelf life, or they don't have as many people through the door as they expected, or they don't sell as much of one thing as they expected. And that's where, I mean, again, it would be pretty cool if I became like again, not saying I'm going off the back of this podcast, unless someone really cool listens, you never know. I would quite like to become an advocate for self-sustainability in the hospitality industry. Like,
pretty cool.
Literally, get yourself a wheelie bin, like buy yourself a wheelie bin. I don't know how much a wheelie bin costs, but it can't be that much.
Probably under 50 quid.
Exactly. Make your own compost, get your own allotment, and like, yes, it's a little bit more effort than just calling up one of your suppliers.
It's an extra like hour.
Literally. But you save yourself a ton of money. B,
it looks good.
And like in this day and age, if you turn around and go, by the way, we're a restaurant that's 98% self-sustaining. Like
people are going to
think that's cool, especially like I don't want to use the term hipsters, but like people will think it's cool and people will come to your restaurant because they know it supports the environment.
People wearing really loose trousers made out of fabric will come to your establishment.
Exactly. So there's reasons to do it, but not enough restaurants do. But I really wish they did. This is another really, really cool one. And again, most of this stuff... so the whole reason that I've wanted to talk about this is because I've started watching a programme on Netflix called Down to Earth with...
Zac Efron. Obviously. Who else?
One of my 2-man crushes.
What's the other one?
Michael B. Jordan. Come on now.
Oh, right,
we'll talk about this.
I thought I was going to say Jason Momoa.
No, he's a very good looking man.
He's very good looking.
Very good looking man.
Yeah,
Aquaman.
See, he's self-sustainable.
Very. So anyway, it's on Netflix. It's an amazing show. It's like an 8-part series. He goes to different places in the world that are kind of self-sustainable and do good for the environment. Yeah. So yes, Norway, right? They offer money for people returning cans and plastic bottles.
I've heard about that somewhere.
It's amazing, and I think they also do it in somewhere like Spain. So pretty much, you pay extra when you originally purchase it. So if you go to
it's got a tax almost on it.
Pretty much, yes. So if you go to get a bottle of water, instead of it maybe being £1 here, it costs you £1.50.
Yeah.
Right? And then when you return the cans or the bottles to that machine, so it's purely in vending machines.
That's cool.
You get that extra money that you paid back.
Okay, so it's almost like it's literally as a tax rebate. Almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like the VAT that you get for extra.
Exactly. So you would pay £1.50 for this plastic bottle of water, but if you go back and put that bottle of water back in that machine or one of the machines, you get that extra 50p you paid back.
That's really good.
And that is across the nation. That is the standard.
I'd be really interested in actually looking at how that works.
That is how they do it. That is every single vending machine is like that does like cans and plastic water bottles and stuff like that.
That's really good.
Which is really, really good.
No, it's really
because
good.
Because then it forces you into it. You have a choice.
Just think about it.
You either spend you either pay 50% more for the thing, which I mean, obviously 50p is 50p.
It's literally it's literally half what you're already paying.
But it depends how much you buy over the year. If you bought, let's do some maths. If you bought one every single day for the year, that's £182.50 extra that you're spending.
You could.
So it's up to you can put these bottles back in the machine and recycle them, and you can get that £182.50 back, or
you could be a dick
and spend an extra £182.50 on water. I like that. And I think they should do that in more places because, like, they're not rewarding you for doing it, but
they kind of are.
Yeah.
They're like, right, you know what, you've done a good deed, you have some of your money
literally,
back.
Which is really, really clever.
I think, but you know for a fact that some snowflakes are going to turn around and say, oh yeah, but you're rewarding me for just doing something small. It's like, fuck off.
But you weren't doing it to begin with, dickhead. Like, rewarding you for something good that's really, really small, amazing, but you weren't doing it, neither was anyone else. It's encouraging you to do it. Yeah. And that's really, really clever. Completely unrelated, but this is on one of the episodes that I watched of the show.
Yeah.
In France, right?
Don't give me Zac Efron's penis size. Don't do this.
Do you know that Zac Efron's actually 5'7"?
Shut up.
Zac Efron is 5'7".
Guys, anyone out there who's like 5'7", between 5'7" and 6 foot, there's hope for you yet.
Zac Efron is 5'7".
Wow. That's us included.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
Height does not matter. Gents, height does now not matter.
There's no excuse, King. Go get her. There's no excuse.
Literally.
Wow. Yeah, so in France, what they've done is, instead of having, so obviously we have loads of different water companies here. You've got like Buxton, Evian.
Yeah, so many.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
France have said, nah, bun that. They've scrapped it completely.
They only have one.
They have one. That the government owns, or no, I don't think the government owns it. I think it's a separate company, but the government obviously pays them to do all of the country's water. They don't sell paper. They don't sell plastic water bottles in most supermarkets, most big supermarkets.
Right.
So you'll go to a vending machine and you'll buy like a bottle, not like a plastic bottle, well, it is plastic, but it's not plastic.
Is it reusable plastic?
Yeah,
so
it's
like thick plastic.
Yeah, it's like a gym bottle.
Okay, right.
Pretty much.
That's
or like a sports bottle.
Yeah.
You'll go and buy one of them, and they've got around. At least in Paris, this is. I don't know about the entirety of France.
Because that's a big-ass country.
It's quite a large place. They've got water fountains just around the entire country. So if you're
chilling.
So homeless people can go and get a drink of water whenever they want.
That's pretty cool.
But like these fountains, obviously, are all run by this one company that they pay to supply the entire city/country's water.
We'll find out.
I'll double check. It could just be Paris. It might be all of France. But yeah, so these fountains are dotted around. You can just go and refill one of your water bottles for free. So obviously when you buy this water bottle, it's empty.
Yeah.
You then have to go to one of these fountains and fill it up. Yeah. They also have fountains that have sparkling water in them.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
If you want to drink that TV static, be my guest.
Yeah.
But if you like sparkling water, they also have that. But again, it's not something that, again, I don't know how much it costs to implement. I'm sure it wasn't astronomical amount.
No.
I'm sure it wasn't
considering
that
it's just
expensive.
tap water.
Exactly.
Surely it's not that
Actually,
bad.
it's natural spring water. But low-key, after watching it, I might only buy spring water from now on. Because anything that says pure, avoid it like the plague. Genuinely, avoid it like the plague, because that has so many chemicals and stuff in it.
Because it's shit.
Only buy... if anything that says pure on it...
Then it's definitely
It is
not
literally
pure.
just tap water.
It's shit water.
Yeah. Only buy like natural spring water because that has like the right nutrients and stuff.
That's cool.
And it tastes better. Someone on TikTok Live the other earlier was saying that it tastes like ass.
But it depends. It depends if it's hard or soft. Because if it's hard water,
yeah, but they're not going to sell that, Alex. They're not retarded.
No. But like if it's hard water, it's like it's got. You know when you have the two different types of water. You have one of them which is really metallic-y in that.
Yeah, the other one was like really, really, really chalky.
Yeah. So the chalky one, that's soft.
Yeah.
The metallic, that's hard. The metallic is like.
Do that again, but closer to the mic. How fucking gross is that? How absolutely gross is that? But yeah, no, it's just little things that the country have done. Yeah, double check the TikTok comments. I feel like we've been abusing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just little things that the country have done to make their wastage smaller, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
And more countries should do it, but they don't, because it's easier to just chuck a bunch of plastic in the ocean.
TikTok real quick, which angle do you prefer? Just let me know so I can set you guys up accordingly. But
I feel like we should put them there because now if they comment they can actually see. Do you know what? You double check that quick. You double check the comments, see if anyone said anything that we should refer to. And I'm going to read off a couple more facts.
Also, I genuinely thought you were going to say Zac Efron is 5'4" in terms of his...
In terms of his dong.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, that is very...
Firstly, that's a very, very large dong. Secondly, no, Zac Efron...
Where the hell do you fit that?
He wraps it around his leg like a fruit wine. Supermarket bags in Norway, we're going back to Norway now. Yep. Supermarket bags are made out of recycled plastic or they're paper. Salads are given in paper bowls.
Paper? I like that.
Right. Fruit and vegetable packaging has been changed in order to further reduce plastic. These changes are expected to reduce plastic wastage by 1,260 tonnes by the end of 2020.
That's sick.
That's a lot.
I mean, let's be fair, it's not like a lot that's happening in 2020 anyway. So,
yeah, so it's probably better. We need something good.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the app Too Good To Go?
No, I haven't.
So it's a thing that I think a Norwegian app developer made, but it's also a thing in the UK, but I think it might just be in big cities, like London, Manchester, Liverpool, etc. etc. It could be down here, I don't know, I've not massively looked into it. It's called Too Good To Go, which works with restaurants, cafes, bakeries and hotels to sell leftover food for cheap prices in order to combat food waste.
That's pretty good.
But on the app, you don't get to choose what you have, or so you can. No, I think you can. So pretty much, for example, we could go on the app, say if it was down here, say like Nando's in Whiteley was on it, you could, like, towards the end of the day, like, so from like 8:30 onwards maybe, Nando's or like after the lunch rush, they'll put up on this app, like, oh yeah, we've got
X, Y,
chicken wings, we've got
butterfly chicken
halloumi, yeah, we've got burgers, and you pay a reduced price to go and get it. It's not going to be stone cold, the food's still going to be hot, but you pay a reduced price to go and take it from them, because obviously they're happy to take a reduced price because they were just going to throw it out anyway. You're happy to buy it because it's cheaper than it normally is, and obviously it leads to less food waste.
Also, that's kind of like the clearance shelf.
Pretty much. That's that. Yeah.
It's a cool clearing shelf. That's what it is.
Exactly. It's just a really jazzy clearance shelf, which is really, really cool. And to be fair, yeah, you can get some good stuff on there. I think Wagamama's are on there.
Lauren just said it's actually so interesting.
Thank you, Lauren. I told you guys it would be interesting.
It sounds
less
nerdy,
plastic. It sounds really, really nerdy. But over the past, like, without trying to sound like, oh, I'm really, really cool. And oh, this is a massive fad. Like, over the last like 3 weeks, this is something that's really massively interested me.
Yeah.
Like, let's not fuck up the planet, maybe.
Possibly.
Where are we? Norway prefers electric cars, so much so they've started affecting the oil industry, causing a 2.2% decline in overall petroleum product sales globally.
So basically, if anyone wants to refill their car and you think Tesco and Sainsbury's are way too expensive, take your car up to Norway.
Yeah, because that thing is going to be pricey.
Right.
Half of all cars purchased in Norway are electric, and Norway aims to end sales in petrol and diesel vehicles by the end of 2025.
Fuck.
5 years.
So they're fully not going to be selling any petrol.
But what they've done is they've doing like an enhanced trading scheme. So like,
so if you bring
whatever your so pretty much you can, if you trade in your electric, diesel, whatever car, they are happy to give you a reduced price on an electric one, or give you a better trading value than you would get putting it towards another diesel or petrol one.
That's
again, that will cost money, but
it's indirectly affecting it.
Look in the long term.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be saving the planet, and like, as a government, if we can blow X, Y, and Z amount on pointless stuff,
pointless shit.
Why not put a bit of that money towards something that's gonna, you know, stop climate change, help, you know, build back the ozone layer, and make the world healthier?
Something I actually looked into. It wasn't that long ago. It was actually if why is there no one on the group here? Oh, I don't know. But sorry, if if lithium-ion batteries, so like let's say Tesla or whatever, if they're actually more economical. If they're more efficient, and better for the environment, because the breakdown of a lithium-ion battery is quite really big. And I think that they equated it. It's only better by point. Not even point, but like by about maximum 5%.
It's something that
maximum.
But it's something that they will figure out. A company as big as Tesla, a company as big as Toyota, who do a lot of electric cars,
plus
they'll figure
reality,
it out.
Let's be fair. If it's 5%, if you've got like a population of like,
that's 5% for everyone in the world.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a
lot. I was actually looking at getting a hybrid. I actually really quite want a hybrid. Before I got the Corsa, I
Please
really
don't
wanted
go
a
for a
hybrid.
Prius.
Please
don't go for a Prius.
It wasn't a Prius.
Yes.
It was something else. But like the one thing that put me off of it is
the look.
No, because it was actually quite sexy. I forget which car it was, but it was actually quite fit.
Was it a Hyundai? Like an i30 maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. I think it was a Toyota.
Right, okay.
I can't remember what it was. But the one thing that put me off personally, and quite foolishly I didn't actually do any research into it, is that if something went wrong, I bet it's really expensive to fix.
Yeah, I think
like the money you save on petrol and stuff, because
you'll probably go on to service.
I only make small trips, really, to be honest. I could get most places on the electric, but I always was worried that if something went wrong, it would be really, really expensive to sort out. So the money I saved on petrol probably wouldn't cover how much it would cost to fix it.
Also, something that I looked into was the fact that because it's all electric, right?
Yeah.
It's all based on kind of not a single. I don't want to say it's based on a single circuit, but a lot of people have actually looked into it and they said that, as I said, because it's all electric, if one thing goes wrong,
everything goes wrong.
Yeah, the full car's like.
You're gonna throw the whole car away.
It's like, yeah, and that. I'm not willing to sort of take that risk, but then it's like, it's the same. I don't know.
You say about everything, can you? TVs.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, TVs are a little bit less expensive than a car.
Exactly, but again, it's something that
I didn't blast 11 grand on the TV.
Also true. It's something that hopefully over the coming years, and again, it's not going to be fixed tomorrow, but it's something that hopefully they will get down to a science, get it down to an art, to the point where that is the norm. You go along and everyone has a charging station in their house.
Well, I mean, there's so many
this and that.
So many places on the motorway are doing it.
Exactly.
Like I stopped at a motorway the other day, and the amount of like they're branded for Tesla specifically because Tesla's pretty much the only one.
Yeah. But then it'll fit most electric cars.
Yeah, I think so. But then the amount of Tesla charging stations that there are is really impressive.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot.
And there's solar power, especially in Asia and stuff where they're quite technologically advanced.
Yeah.
So you have solar powered roads and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
When you drive your car along it charges it for you. That's sick. That's incredible.
Fun fact, did you know that in a Tesla you can put a game in the background when your vehicle's charging, and you can use a steering wheel as a steering wheel in the actual game?
See, it's stuff like this that people...
excite me.
Yeah, if people sit and go, oh, can't wait for it to charge, whack on bloody Need for Speed, mate.
Yeah.
You're sorted.
But don't actually do that when you're on the
road.
No,
not when you're driving.
Don't be a dick.
In all fairness, there's been a fair few cases of people recording you-know-whats with their partners while driving in a Tesla, so they chuck it on autopilot and then...
do the dirty.
They do the deed, yeah. And there's quite a few of them on the hub.
Yeah, that's not good. On the hub.
On the hub. On the hub. Which is really, really quite
weird.
worrying.
Yeah.
Don't use a Tesla for that. Get it because it saves the environment. Don't do it because you can go hands-free and knuckle deep. Come on.
Oh my god.
Back to not talking about...
Knuckle deep.
Back to not talking about doing that. Wow. This is the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Fuck me.
This is the coolest thing I've ever heard, and it's proper geeky, but this is the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
Norway have something called a seed vault.
SEED. Sorry, SWD.
Seed vault.
Seed.
Essentially, 1 million seeds of every single plant known to man is in this vault.
Wow, okay, that's so weird.
They're gathered and preserved to be used in a case of global crisis. Anything from climate change, nuclear war, or any geographical disaster which will require the replanting of all produce. Norway have a fucking backup save, mate.
Jesus Christ.
It's like going into a boss, saving before a boss battle. Norway got that on tap.
Fuck.
And this vault is like everything proof.
I approve of that. I approve of that.
On the 10-year anniversary of the vault, Norway spent 10 million kroner, which is about £8.5 million, on backing that up again. They've got 2 of them. Right? The world can go to shit twice, and Norway have still got it all covered. Norway don't care, right? These nuclear threats being made by China, Norway don't give a shit.
Norway's like, yeah,
they can just start the world again. How sick is that?
Okay, so YouTube, we lost you there for a second,
but you're back.
Hopefully you enjoyed that black audio.
They gathered and they're preserving, mate. They're preserving. Do you know how long you can preserve a seed?
A while.
A long time.
A long.
Salt it. Fucking pickle it. Do something.
Freeze it.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
Preserve it, right? Norway, how sick is that?
That's... You know that there's...
Check the TikTok chat, because I bet you someone's mind's been blown by that. And if it hasn't, I'm going to be so disappointed.
I would give you coins, but I don't have any coins. That's the only thing that someone has said.
They didn't care about the seed vault.
I'm sorry. TikTok, I'm guessing you guys didn't really care about the seed vault. There's...
Unless it's frozen.
Yeah,
I bet you it's frozen.
Oh shit, I may have just accidentally left. Here we go.
Seed vault? Anyone care about the seed vault? Seed vault, boys.
No one cares about
the seed vault.
No.
Seed vault?
No one cares.
No one cares about the seed vault.
Plus, I mean, we've gone from 20 viewers down to 7, so that's kind of...
Well, we are in podcast and actually not paying them attention.
Yes.
No one cares about the seed vault? Yes.
I do.
Lucas cares about
the seed vault.
Damn right you do, boy.
Good man.
That's sick.
It's pretty cool. But you know there's like... Imagine... right, you're part of the Norwegian, like, parliament thing, like, whatever the fuck they've got. And someone turns around to you one day and they're like, right, you know what, guys, I've got a really good idea. Let's start a seed vault. How would you look at that person like...
And they were cool with it. Your live crashed.
Okay, right. I'll quickly restart it.
But see, if someone did that in England, they'd be like sectioned for being crazy.
I mean,
in Norway, they were cool with it and went along with it. And that's why they're considerably better than us. And that's why countries like Norway, Iceland, that general region, they're like Sweden, right? They're like quality of life and general happiness is through the roof. It's bottled it again.
Why is it bottling it?
It's through the roof, and they love life because their air is clean, they've got sustainable energy, and they've got a fucking seed vault. I wish I had a seed vault.
You really want a seed vault, don't you?
Yes! Norway, if somehow either someone in Norway or the entirety of Norway as a country or the Norwegian president, king, queen, whoever, let me come and see your seed vault, please.
Just let the man have...
Or send me pictures, right? My Instagram is @Bryn_further. Send me pictures of your seed vault.
Bryn doesn't want nudes, he just wants...
Just send me seed pics, man. Come on. Right?
Hey,
New Zealand. We're going a little bit different. We're going New Zealand now.
Okay.
New Zealand, as of September 2019, is the country with the world's cleanest air in terms of pollution.
That's pretty cool.
Measured through ultra-fine particle matter found in the air. And this is based on the entire country, not just a section. But that was 2019. Things may have changed. But again, why is everyone doing things so much better than
England,
us and the US?
I mean, the US, you can kind of see why.
Right.
Let's be fair. I'm sorry for any American listeners. I'm sorry.
You man.
But yeah.
But your president probably doesn't believe in climate change, so he probably just does not care.
The president doesn't believe in fake news.
Yeah, he goes, climate change, fake news.
It's fake news.
It's fake news.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's fake news.
It's fake news. Right, let's have a look at England, shall we? And how absolutely bollocks it is here.
Yeah, also quickly for the podcast, we will also be responding to some TikTok comments, so at this point, if you hear me just saying random shit in the background, please do not...
He's not losing his mind.
I'm not losing my mind.
He's not just going crazy, he is just talking.
Yeah, we are still podcasting.
So, the Environmental Journal stated in March 2020 that which city in England has been named the least environmentally friendly city within the UK?
Oh, okay.
I'll give you a clue.
It's not
It's
London.
an absolute shithole.
It's not London, is it?
Nope. If I said to you, yeah, Birmingham. Birmingham is a shithole.
All you need to say is it's an absolute shithole.
Birmingham, right?
I'm sorry for anyone from Birmingham.
Only 22% of Birmingham residents recycle their waste.
Wow.
This is the lowest level of any UK city. Birmingham, pull your finger out. You're making the rest of us look bad.
Pull your finger out, lift up that recycling bin hood, and chuck shit in there.
You are making us look bad as a country, Birmingham.
Anyone from Birmingham?
Anyone from Birmingham alive? Go
looking at
recycle.
you.
Be part of that 22%.
Yo,
be the bigger man.
Hello. Hey, Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham.
Birmingham,
Sort it out.
come on.
Sort it out.
Come on
you guys
now.
need to be
You're
a little bit
better
better. Come on.
But 22% of Birmingham residents recycle.
That's really... I thought you were going to say
1 in every 5
22%.
person recycles. The rest of them just don't bother. How bad is that?
Yikes.
Like, they just don't recycle at all.
That's bad. Birmingham, I'm sorry.
And there's 1 in every 5 might not recycle very well. You might just put one thing in the recycling bin, when you can have 50 things in the recycling bin.
I wonder what Southampton's like. I wonder if they're good.
Too.
I wonder if we're good. Birmingham's changing very slowly though, right? Yeah, but Birmingham's like...
Birmingham needs to speed things up.
Yeah, it's
we
like,
don't have time.
Sort it out.
The world is going downhill. We don't have time for you
recycle,
we
good
don't
man.
have time for you to take your time.
Someone recycles.
Speed up, boys. Alright, thank you. I appreciate you.
We'd like that.
They found that... which is the best in the country?
It's probably going to be like an old person town.
See, that's what I would have said, but surprisingly not.
Don't say Liverpool.
No.
Good.
It's not one of the big ones.
Is it in England or is it in Scotland?
It's in England.
It's in England, okay. I'm literally just trying to go through places in my head right now.
I'll take a guess in 3.
Cornwall?
No.
I don't know.
It's Bristol.
Really?
Yeah, Bristol.
I'm not that far.
Bristol ranks top in the 5 categories of... so the categories everything's marked on or graded on is carbon emissions, recycling rates, gas consumption, green party seats and green space.
Okay, right.
So, yeah, to be fair, Green Party, you're doing bits. Bristol top.
Yeah, I accidentally called someone a good man when they're not a man. I'm sorry, I didn't just assume your gender. I'm terribly sorry. That's pretty impressive. I didn't think... I mean, Bristol's a load of, like, crap kids, to be honest. Like,
I've never been, personally.
It's, like, I'm pretty sure it's got the highest drug rate in England.
Well, at least they recycle.
At least they recycle, yeah. Use that cocaine, but
Bristol residents... Bristol residents recycle or compost almost half, 47% of their household waste. This is 6% more than any other city in the UK.
That's pretty good.
Bristol is the only city in the UK to consume less than 3,000 kilowatt hours of gas energy a year.
Bristolians.
Bristol.
You guys are doing us
You man are picking up the slack that Birmingham are leaving.
Anyone here from Bristol?
Anyone from Bristol in the TikTok, you're doing wonderfully.
You guys are doing bits.
You keep going.
You guys are doing bits, I respect that.
But yeah, that just shows how, 22% to 47%. That's how...
That's a...
over double. That's how,
Birmingham, seriously, you need to sort this shit out, boys.
That's the difference in recycling and different countries and stuff. Countries, cities.
Lauren was born in Bristol. Well...
You were born in Bristol, in which case your parents did bits.
Lauren has relatives in Bristol.
Lauren, good job. Bits. Your relatives doing bits in Bristol.
Birmingham's great. No, I'm sorry, but it's not.
Birmingham is terrible.
Sorry, yeah, it's not. It's really not great.
But yeah, it just shows you the difference in figures that literally, I mean, that Bristol is how far from Birmingham? Maybe like 3 hours in a car?
About 3-4 hours.
You travel 3 hours and the rate of recycling over doubles. Over doubles, right?
Doubles.
We need consistency.
I woke up 30 minutes ago.
Regardless if you're in Bristol, Birmingham, wherever else you may be in the entire UK,
Portsmouth.
Wherever you are,
Preston, Dundee.
It's more of an issue than you think it is.
Aberdeen, wherever you are, actually just do something.
Where do you think was the second ranked eco-friendly city?
I'm going to go like Exeter or Plymouth or something like that.
I'll give you a clue, it's not in England.
Oh. Cardiff?
No.
Wales? Is it in Wales?
No.
Is it in Edinburgh? Is it in Scotland?
Yeah, I mean the answer is Edinburgh, so good job.
Oh wow, nice.
Edinburgh was ranked the second most eco-friendly city. This was mainly due to large areas of publicly available green space, more than any other city in the UK. So Edinburgh allegedly have a lot of parks.
We are from Southampton.
We are also from Southampton.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant someone in the live.
Yeah.
We are from Southampton. Oh, we are also from Southampton. No, that is just us.
But the thing, okay, can I quickly point out something? Someone said in the chat, which is a really good point. The only thing good to come out of Birmingham is the Peaky Blinders.
The Peaky fucking Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
I've not seen it.
Oh my days!
I've not seen it.
No!
I've heard good things. I've not seen it.
No! Jesus. Hope you're having a good day. We're having a very good day. We're chatting.
We're chatting. We're chatting about sustainable energy and doing your bit for the environment. So please do.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
So, ways to live a sustainable lifestyle. Here you go. Take notes. TikTok Live. Take notes. Listeners of the podcast. Take notes. YouTube.
Cadbury Chocolate Factory is in Birmingham. What? That's the second best thing they've done. Oh wow.
See, I don't eat a lot of chocolate anymore.
I know, but it's still Cadbury. Come on, like cream eggs, dairy milk.
Ew, cream eggs.
12s.
I don't
Flakes.
do cream eggs.
Flakes.
I'll tell you a really funny story very quickly. Completely sidetracked from the entirety of the podcast. When I was younger, I went shopping with my mum, and she took me into some Coles to get some sweets and stuff. And when we walked in, there was like, you know, like the little like basket things that are like in the middle of shops.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one of them, and it was full of cream eggs. And she said, "Oh wow, cream eggs, my favourite." So I took a handful and shoved them in my pocket, like a good handful of these cream eggs. And when we got out of McColl's, I was like, "Oh mum, look what I got you!" I presented her with like my overflowing hands of cream eggs. She was like, "Did you pay for them?" I was like,
"No."
Bear in mind, I was like, this wasn't like 2 years ago. I was like maybe 3, right? She was like, "Did you pay for them?" I was like, "No." She was like, "So you just took them?" I was like, "Yep."
Maybe.
And then she was like, "You can't steal, stealing's wrong." She was like, and then my own mother was fully prepared to wrap me to the fence. She goes, "Well, we might have to call the police about this, Bryn." I was like, and obviously being a 3-year-old and not wanting a criminal record, I burst into tears, right? And she makes me go back into this McColl's with my hand full of like cream eggs, go up to the counter and give them back. And she was like, "Really, really sorry, my son took these, but have them back." And I was like in tears, like, "Please don't call the police," because I was certain I was about to get cuffed. I was certain I was about to get head ground into the dirt, handcuffs, as like a 3-year-old. But look at it for what it is. It was a lovely gesture. I just wanted to make my mum happy.
I'm just seeing little Bryn in my head, just crying, holding cream eggs.
I was inconsolable, floods of tears. But it was, in my opinion, a really nice thing to do. But low-key, good job, Debs.
Don't steal for your mum.
Accepting my stolen goods.
Egg bandit.
Egg bandit, literally, that's me. Cream egg bandit. Get it trending. But yes, ways to live a sustainable lifestyle. Reduce household energy usage. Turn your lights off.
That's actually, yeah.
Turn your lights off when you leave the room. Don't leave your television sat on standby. Turn it off at the wall.
Ryan, if you don't need that lounge light on, don't tell Alexa to turn that shit on.
Literally. And there is literally, I'm so glad you mentioned stuff like that. There is no excuse for people to leave lights on. Because nowadays, everyone's house is connected.
Everyone's got Alexa.
You can literally speak and say, "Turn the lights off," and it will turn the lights off. You don't even have to touch, you don't have to get up, you don't have to flick a switch. You can literally just tell your house to turn its own lights off.
Yeah, literally. I know Ryan's going to at me now, but it's fine.
Yeah, turn your TVs off and stuff at the wall, don't just leave them on standby. Turn your games consoles off, don't just leave them on standby. Yeah, lots of things. Where are we? Eat locally. Yes. Buy local produce.
I really like.
Go to farmers markets. Buy their stuff.
My mum is like a massive advocate of having supporting like smaller businesses.
Yeah, good. So, especially during the times that we're in.
Yeah.
Where they're going to need that boost to keep them open. Go to your local fruit and veg shop.
Wait, Ryan, what was that thing called? What was that? Eat Out. Ryan, there was that government initiative.
Oh, where they're giving everyone like 500 quid.
Yeah, something like that.
No. That's so they're apparently giving everyone like 500 quid to spend on the high street. They're offering people like half price food and stuff.
What was it?
At restaurants.
Ryan, was it help out by eating out? Oh yeah. Eat out to help out.
Eat out to help
me and
out.
Ryan pissed us off.
Oi, get the galley round. Get the galleys in. Boys.
We pissed ourselves at that.
But yes, go and buy from farmers markets because the stuff that you buy is actually going to taste better and be better for you. Plus, you're supporting them.
If you know that farmer, tell them they're doing a good job.
Yeah, good job. Shake that man. No, don't shake that man's hand.
No, give him a elbow tap.
Yeah, tap elbows.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
Don't use single-use or disposable products. Stop buying plastic water bottles. And if you really, really have to, and it's the end of the world, and you're dying of like dehydration, and the only thing available to you is a plastic water bottle,
put it in the fucking recycle.
Reuse it, or recycle it.
Yeah. Or go myprotein.com, get yourself like a little bottle, like one of those gym bottles.
VXS Gymwear? Do they sell bottles?
No, they don't do bottles.
You could have plugged that. You could have plugged that there.
But anything that you want in terms of gymwear, go to VXS.com, VXSgymwear.com, and use ABF10 for 10% off.
Exactly.
Shameless plug. No shame.
Grow your own food, which I've seen a lot more people doing since lockdown because it gives them something to do.
Right there.
You've got
tomatoes. We've got fucking carrots. We've got potatoes. We've got the lot.
Nice.
Cucumber. I don't think we've actually got cucumbers.
It gives
courgettes.
Firstly, it's oddly therapeutic. Like when I used to work at this restaurant, we used to go down to the allotment like half an hour before work started. So I'd get up at I'd be at this allotment with the sous chef at 8 o'clock in the morning, and all the other old people are there tending to their stuff. We're picking beetroots and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
It was amazing, and it was oddly therapeutic. And I'm not saying you have to start a full-on fucking farm, but plant some tomatoes. Tomatoes are easy. You don't need to care for them. Literally, just water them every now and then. They are the easiest thing to grow.
Also, Ryan's just put something out there. If that £500 thing was to go ahead, just go out and buy yourselves a PlayStation 5, boys.
Yeah, no
Just
cap.
pass on a PS5,
No cap.
why not?
No cap, I like that. Obviously, recycle. Resell and donate items, right? Places like Depop are really, really good for this. If you have old clothes that you don't need, you can sell them on there.
eBay,
or
Gumtree,
if you want to be a
Marketplace.
really, really good citizen, take them to your local charity shop.
Yeah.
They'll find use for them. They'll either give them to like homeless people, or they'll give them to like children's shelters or orphanages, or they'll sell them and then they'll get money and then they can put that towards their own charity.
Someone just asked on the live stream, what do we think about what's going on in the world at the moment, BLM and Yemen crisis? We will cover that off podcast because we've already made a podcast touching on the BLM, which was episode number 1. We started off with very
Exactly, we jumped straight in at the deep end. The Yemen stuff going on is very, very bad.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
Drink from the tap. Now, in England, your tap water's going to taste like ass, unless you're used to it. Natural spring water is going to be a whole lot better for you because there's better natural nutrients, etc., etc. Whereas in tap water, they have to add them chemically, which aren't as good for your body. However, I would rather you drink from the tap than go and buy a plastic water bottle, you piece of shit.
It's been toilet water before, so you're basically drinking refined shit water.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just point that out there, just saying.
But again, it's better to drink from the tap than to go and buy a plastic water bottle.
Fully.
Save water. Don't. Right, I understand baths are nice. Don't have one every night. Don't be an arsehole.
Have a shower.
Have a shower. Literally, I can be in and out of the shower.
10 minutes.
Minute.
Fucking hell, you're quick.
I had this down to a technique, before college, right? I'd get up, I'd have to be at college for like, lessons started at like 9:15?
Yeah.
Right, which means I'd leave the house at 8. I would wake up at 7:30, shovel breakfast down me, in the shower, and change. I'd be out the door in my car at 8. I could do all of that in half an hour.
Okay, what the hell did you used to do to shower? Like, put your shampoo on before you get in the shower, rub your armpits with soap before you got in the shower, then jump in.
Literally, you turn the shower on, don't even wait for it to warm up, bro. Just get in, right?
Jesus.
Admit, if you've got an extra spare minute, wait for it to warm up. But just get in the shower. Literally, you can be in and out of the shower in under a minute.
Lauren has this shit on lock. She says, get a separate tap in your kitchen that actually filters it for you, which is softer water.
Or
that costs money, but it'll be nice in the long run.
Or buy like a little filter jug. They're cheap.
Yeah,
or buy like, I've got a water cooler, so you pour it in the top and it filters it into the bottom.
That's cool. That's cool.
But again, it stops you from using plastic water bottles. But yes, Lauren, good suggestion.
But
I like that from
baths. Can I just point out, you're literally sitting in your own dirt.
And the thing is, if I ever have a bath, right? Don't get me wrong. I have the old bath. Like after American football, sometimes I'd go and get in a nice hot bath. You know.
I get ice bath.
Yeah, I occasionally have ice.
Not
baths.
ice, but cold.
Yeah. But every now and then, sit in a nice hot bath, relax your muscles. But always, and it's just a personal vendetta of mine. If I ever have a bath, I have to get in the shower immediately afterwards.
Yeah,
because otherwise, literally in a bath you are sat in your own filth.
It's like, I don't understand that. Like, girls, can you quickly, right, Lauren, you're like the person who's interacting a lot, so what's the point of baths? Like, you're literally sat in your own filth. Like,
you're
that's
relaxing.
nasty.
You can have bubbles.
But that's nasty.
Yeah, it is low-key
not
kind of gross.
cool.
Plus, however many litres of water it takes to fill up your bath, whereas in the shower, if you're in and out, even if you're in you could probably take maybe 20-minute shower, and that would be equal to a bath.
Plus, with the shower, you can turn the tap off when you're not using it and you're soaping and shampooing up. Whereas in the bath, it's already in there, you've already fucked it.
Sploshy, it goes everywhere, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's messy, you know?
Exactly.
It's messy.
Come on now. Rely less on your car.
Since I was a kid, yeah.
That's a big one. Rely less on your car.
Public transport.
Right, obviously, again...
Yes, it's old and it smells.
During today's current climate, it's probably safer to go in your car. I'll let you off. However, car sharing is a big thing as well. If you and your mate are going to the exact same place and plan on leaving at the exact same time, take one car. Me and you car share to American football.
Yeah, we do. We do indeed. Or if your car actually is not just a 2-seater and has got 5 seats, take 4 people with you.
Exactly. It's not rocket science. The less cars on the road, the better the environment is going to be.
Simple addition.
Right?
Simple addition.
Simple mathematics is what I tried to say there. Yeah. Simple maths, right? If you're going to the shops and it's 5 minutes up the road, walk, cycle, if you got your dog, walk your dog to the shops.
It doesn't
have to be a 7-mile hike.
And it's good for you. As a PT, that's a really good
Plus,
thing.
it saves you money on petrol, which means you're going to spend less and you're going to be healthier and you're going to feel better for it.
I'm not going to lie to you, if anyone here has diesel, you guys know that short trips are not the ones for
Literally,
diesel cars.
get out,
Not
smell the fresh air.
Not the ones. They're not
Say
the ones.
hello to people. That's one thing that I really like about walking the dog.
Yeah.
If someone else with a dog, they always say
You
hello to you.
communicate.
Yeah, they always. I've never seen this woman before in my life, but she said hello to me and she said good morning and she's been really nice.
Yeah, exactly.
As well as purchase fair trade products. Obviously, right, they're a little bit more expensive, and this is something that I am quite.
Fair trade.
This is something that I am quite guilty of. I very rarely buy fair trade. I'm not going to make myself out to be a hero. But yeah, no,
Good
fair
idea.
trade products are. They're obviously everyone knows what they do. They're great, and yeah, I see fair trade is a weird one for me because like obviously like
It's good for the farmers.
yeah, it's good for the farmers, but at the same time, going and getting these bananas from wherever in Africa is obviously going to cost a lot more in, like, it's going to produce a lot more air
Fumes,
pollution
I
than just
get
going and
that.
getting them from Spain.
But I'm not going to I think at that point though, like, I'm not going to lie to you, so I've had tomatoes that have been from Netherlands and I've had tomatoes that have been from like Italy and Greece. Netherlands, I'm sorry, your tomatoes are dog shit. I'm sorry,
Which ones
it has to be said.
For the fair trade ones.
I don't know if they're fair trade or not, but they are just like, ugh,
Yeah.
horrible. Horrible.
Another
So
thing
sour.
as well, especially if you work in the hospitality industry and if you're a chef and if there are any other chefs listening, firstly, my brother. Secondly,
Or sister.
or sister.
Sister.
Secondly, buy stuff in season. Like,
Yeah.
because A, it's going to be cheaper for you as a company. Like, trying to buy strawberries in the winter is ridiculously expensive because they have to go all the way to, like, Spain
Wherever.
or Ethiopia to buy them, which obviously costs more in jet fuel as opposed to just getting them from Donny up the street who has his own strawberry yard.
Can I also point out, it actually keeps the menu, like, fresh.
Literally.
So like, you can just rotate it.
There's a place again, on this Zac Efron documentary, in Iceland. They have everything sustainable. Like, they served reindeer, but like he went and killed it himself the day before. He went and carried it and stuff. Right? Then is a really, really cool concept restaurant. Their menu changes every single night.
Yeah, see, that's
Which is
cool.
a really,
That's
really
so
cool
sick.
concept.
That's
Like, don't
really
get me wrong,
cool.
stuff will probably get repeated because as a chef, I know this especially, you run out of ideas awful fucking fast.
Yeah, unless it's like Gordon Ramsay, who's
Exactly.
like,
But
takes shit out of his brain.
But yeah, they change their menu every night, and everything they do is like self-sustainable, and it's really, really cool. We should have more of that in England.
Ryan also says that things off season are a little bit tasteless, which I completely agree.
Yeah,
It's either that or they just don't taste like they should.
Yeah, and like bearing in mind if you're getting again, it's an example I'll keep going back to because it's relevant. Strawberries in the winter, they're coming from Spain. They get picked one day, they're not with you for another 2 days.
Yeah,
They low-key taste like
rank.
ass. Yeah.
As I said, like Netherland like tomatoes, they taste so much more bitter and sour than like Italian or Greek or something like that.
And the fact that the strawberry from being picked to being on your plate is like 3 days, they have to pump that thing full of preservatives as well.
like
because a proper
they're injecting it
a
with Trent.
proper strawberry will be mush after 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
A proper decently grown strawberry.
It'll be squidgy.
Exactly. It will literally be fluffy and mushy.
It'll be like a fake boo.
And that's how they should.
Squishy
And
as
that's
fuck.
how they should be. But obviously, these places pump them full of preservatives and stuff to the point where they last a week. But
Toast is great.
yeah, toast is good. I like
Toast is
toast.
great.
Good chat, Ryan. Good chat.
Good shit.
Right, zero waste lifestyles. Now, again, it sounds like a massive hipster concept.
Hippy-dippy
It's
thing.
not. Zero
We
waste
promise.
is a set of lifestyle principles which are focused on prevention of waste, which furthermore encourages the redesign of many products so that they can all be reused. The goal is for there to be no rubbish sent to landfills, incinerators or the ocean. Currently only 9% of plastic is properly recycled.
Yeah.
9%. The rest of it just gets chucked in a landfill or burned, which very, very cancerous fumes. And obviously, I mean, everyone's seen the picture of the turtle and like little can holder. Six little holes. Everyone's seen one with a turtle,
horrible.
and people go, "Oh, that's really bad," but I've never seen it. Cool. Just because you've never seen it doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah. It's kind of like back to episode 1 where we were talking about BLM.
Literally,
If
just because you don't see the racism doesn't mean it's not happening.
Just because you don't see a policeman beating someone with a bat.
Just because you don't
doesn't
see
mean
the
it's not
turtle with its head in a fucking can thing doesn't mean it's not happening. I'm not going to see that. Yes,
Be
we're not,
aware.
we're not going to see it because we live in England. How many fucking
aware.
turtles do you see in the seas of England? None. It's
Only
happening.
both.
Like our friend Tara, she went out and spent time in Malaysia and Thailand and
She turned into a massive hippie coming back.
Right? Yeah, but I back it.
But it's good.
I back it.
No, don't get me wrong. Like, you actually see these issues.
Do you know what? I wouldn't even say she's a hippie. I wouldn't say she's a hippie at all. I'd say she just cares and she gives a shit now.
No.
And like, she has seen that stuff happen, but it's fucked because we don't see it happen, so we assume it's not happening. They see so much of it in Asia.
It's normal.
That for them it's normal and they don't care and they are acclimatised to it. Yeah. When in reality,
it's got like that bad smell in your room.
Literally, you are acclimatised to your own farts, right? Whereas, don't lie, it's a thing. Right?
Is a thing.
If we saw what's happening over there, we'd be really, really shocked. But because we don't see it and all we see are pictures online, like we have to rely on people like our friend Tara, who go travelling, see this shit, come back and go, yeah, it's
we need
fucked.
to change something.
Literally.
Yeah.
And more people should be exposed to that. But obviously, not everyone can pop off to Malaysia or Thailand. So
in October, I'm going to Africa with the army for a water project and to create a football academy.
Nice.
Things like that.
Little things
like that.
Help out your fellow brothers, right? Many zero waste enthusiasts use products like dishwashing soap bars as it reduces waste once the product is finished. Yeah.
Dishwashing soap bars.
So instead of buying it in a bottle like Fairy Liquid, it's as a bar. It's as a bar like a bar of soap.
Fair.
So when you wash your dishes,
it dies off.
Exactly.
It dies off okay,
again,
that's fair.
Didn't know of that before. I literally just that sentence just rolled out of my mouth. Didn't know that was a thing. That's
pretty cool.
Incredible.
That's pretty cool.
Toothpaste capsules which you chew to activate.
Bruh.
Again, until that just came out of my mouth, I didn't know that was a thing. But that sounds sick.
Imagine being like, toothpaste. Oh wait, no, I've got a capsule for you.
Literally, you just get it out of a little
pill.
Literally, like a Pez dispenser,
yeah,
but it's toothpaste. That's fucking sick. You must have seen. I've seen it online, but I haven't seen it around for a while. The little like balloons of water, like it's water, but they put it in like it's almost like a silicon casing,
right?
But it's edible, right? So you eat the whole. You put the entire thing in your mouth. And obviously that bursts, so you then drink the water, but you can also...
Imagine if you take more than you can actually drink.
And you just waterboard yourself. But that's really cool.
No, that's pretty sick. I like that. That's cool. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, they come in... Those toothpaste capsules come in compostable packaging to further reduce the waste. They will also use bamboo toothbrushes as they're easy to dispose of and are biodegradable. I have a bamboo toothbrush. I have one.
You've got a bamboo toothbrush?
Yeah, it's like my travel one.
Also, can I just point out, a quick shout out to Dizzy growing her own strawberries in her garden.
Dizzy, good job.
Easy.
Exactly.
That's that.
It's easy.
Easy like Dizzy.
It's easy.
Just do it like that.
Yeah, I have a bamboo toothbrush. It's like my travel one. Like if I stay at someone's house, I take my
I've seen that
one.
water bubble before. It's so sick.
They're so cool. It's like a little. It's like a little bubble of water in your hand that you just chuck in your gob.
Yeah, and just like burst it.
Literally, 100%.
Literally, just burst your bubble. Same with apples. I like that. I respect that. I really respect
Sweden has been said to be so successful as recycling that they are importing rubbish to be efficient and correctly recycling it. Sweden are so good at their fucking recycling.
Yeah.
They're sorting everyone else's shit out.
Norway's got a fucking seed vault.
Literally,
Sweden is sorting our shit out.
helping everyone. And Birmingham, you fuckers can't even be asked. Not even. Only 22% of you.
Not even 25.
Yeah,
not even
a quarter of you can be bothered to get off your arse and put something in.
Birmingham, I'm looking at you, alright?
Let's go to Birmingham. Let's go to Birmingham and protest. Let's do it. What are they going to do? They can't stop us.
Yeah. Jeez.
As a result of an astonishing recycling revolution, Sweden has reached nearly zero waste levels and imports at least 2 million tonnes of rubbish per year from other European countries.
Right, 2 million tonnes.
2 million tonnes a year, and they just sort it out for us.
That's
and we're not paying them to do it, they're doing it off the kindness of their own back.
Can we just point out that a tonne is 1,000 kilos and 2 million of those? That's insane.
It's a lot.
2 million tonnes.
Yep.
Try and think. Try and put that in, like my Fiesta weighs a tonne, just under a tonne.
Right,
imagine 2 million Fiestas.
A tonne is what? A tonne is
1,000 kilos.
1,000 kilos times 2
million.
milli.
That is dumb.
Jesus Christ! It's done the weird E thing to the point where even my phone.
Also, before I forget,
that's just 2 billion. We probably could have figured out. Yeah, so there's 2 billion kilos, right?
That's insane.
Divide that.
So why say 2 million tonnes? Just say 2 billion kilos.
That is 27,777,777 Brinleys.
I love how you calculate it in Brinleys.
That's how many. That's pretty much 28 million me's they take from other European countries because we're doing such a shit job, and they do it for us because Sweden are fucking nice and they care about the world. And we need to start doing that.
That's 3 times London. That is literally 3 times
100%.
Also, can we just point out, before we carry on, before we finish off this podcast, can I just point out, I'm wearing shoes.
Oh my god, he's not wearing sliders.
I'm wearing shoes today, motherfucker.
It's only taken us 6 hours to get this man in respectable footwear.
Yes.
So yeah, ways to live a more waste-free life. Get rid of plastic packaging. Don't buy stuff in plastic packaging. Supermarkets are slowly catching up. Like, for example, in Sainsbury's, you can buy bananas that aren't in the packaging.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, oh, it's so gross. You don't eat the skin of the banana. You eat the bit of the banana. Grow up.
Janice.
Get rid of disposable paper products. Minimise food waste. Do your own composting. Use reusable water bottles.
Be like Dizzy.
Yeah, recycle everything you can and purchase reusable products. But yeah, like I said, it's something that I didn't really care about until about 3 weeks ago, until I saw the state of the earth, and now I'm actually quite concerned.
Then you thought, you know what, I really like to see dolphins in the...
Yeah, I'd like for my grandchildren to actually have a planet to live on and not have to worry about relocating to Mars. That would be ideal. That one.
I'm like Elon. I think Elon wants to move to Mars at this point.
Yeah, but that's just one big flex for him. That's just one big flex for him. He's done his bit for the Earth. He's given us electric cars. And now he's just trying to flex.
He's given us SpaceX. He gave us PayPal.
Yeah,
he's done his bit. You know.
But yeah, just very quickly, I do want to plug that Instagram page again, just very quickly, because my mate, the bearded man, does a really, really good job.
Renew, is it _Earth? Is it at Renew _Earth?
Let me find out. No, it is literally at Renew Earth. RENUEARTH. At Renew Earth on Instagram.
At Renew Earth.
Even if you're not, again, the beach cleans that they do at the minute are only just down here in the south at Leon Solon.
Follow it.
But even if you're in fucking Birmingham,
and you fancy actually doing something more than
give the page a follow, show your support. Let's actually try and make a difference, and let's be the first generation to actually give a shit and make the world better.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that is one hell of a flex.
Now we just need to come up with something different to keep your stick on the ice, because, let's be fair, we need to come up with something more bio...
Right.
Wait, what is it?
Do you know what? I'll do it on the cuff. I'll just do it, mate. I'll wing it.
If not, then we could just go back to stick on the ice.
No, I'm going to wing it. I'm going to do something biodegradable. We're not doing stick on the ice today. We're doing something biodegradable.
Ladies and gentlemen,
thank you very much
for listening to us ramble on for an hour of your day.
But I hope that a topic that, if you did give this a listen and beforehand you were like, oh, it sounds really boring, I hope this is a topic that has actually opened your eyes a little bit to how bad the world can be, and but B, what we can actually achieve.
Yeah. Let's strive to be something like
because it's been done. Yeah. It's not completely out of being done. It's not completely out of reach.
97%.
Exactly.
In a way, it is being done.
It's not so far out of reach that it's not attainable. It can happen.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us your time and listening to our voices over a microphone.
Be sure to
very dangerously close to it.
Be sure to follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Drop the Instagram page a follow at the Top Bunk Podcast, at Renew Earth,
at Bryn _Ferber, at Alex and Bryn.
Follow
on Instagram.
Follow
and
it all. Do it all.
Bryn now has TikTok. Let's throw that out there.
Yeah, I now have TikTok.
Follow him
at Bryn _Ferber. The same as the Instagram. Give it a follow. They're all shit. All of them so far are shit. But I'd appreciate your support, so thank you, boys and girls.
We're going to finish this episode here, ladies and gents.
Thank you very much for listening, and as always, don't use single-use plastic bottles, you piece of shit.